again. This is Scott Anthony Stats about Trackman. In my last, in my last section, so we're talking about Lucifer and stuff. How he was this bearer of light and guarded the throne. How it was covered by all these topaz and all these wonderful stones. Then we talked about the dictators like Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, shoot, Joseph Smith, and even the lovely Pope. Then if you haven't figured it out by now, Lucifer was actually the first enemy of God. Ezekiel 28 goes through it, but I'm not going to do that because you find in the next section. We might go to it later. But like I said before, basically Lucifer was God, and basically we talk about the avenging angels, the Jusids, and Jihad. Basically, all these dictators that built their armies like Lucifer did. Lucifer was, like I said, a beautiful angel. But he could do better than God. And God couldn't stand for this. You know, like Nimrod, like modern Masonry, basically they don't believe in God, but basically they believe in God, but they worship the devil. But I'm not, that's a total different subject. But I was going to get to the point. Like we're going to the garden in this section. And basically, you know, God created a beautiful garden. A beautiful garden, just beautiful. But then basically let's talk about Adam. Basically Adam was created out of the dust of the earth. God told Adam, you may freely eat of all the trees of the garden, except the one of God, except the tree of the wisdom of good and evil. Let's turn to that one. Second verse, we're talking about all the different rivers. I can say that for something else. But here, what I was trying to say. We're gonna, cause basically we're gonna start. We're going to the garden, but we gotta get the prologue first. And starts in verse 15 to 15. We'll go up to the last verse of the chapter. So if you're watching me on DVD or television, follow me. Starting on verse 15. And the Lord thy God, the Lord God took the man and put him into the garden of Eden and dress and keep it. And the Lord commanded the man, saying, of every tree thou may eat, freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in that day thou eatest, therefore they shall surely die. And the Lord God said, it's not good for the man to be alone, so I make a helpmeet for him. And out of the ground God formed every beast of the field, every fowl of the air, and brought them into Adam to see what we would call them. whatever Adam called them, called every living creature, that's what was named thereof. Adam gave names to all cattle, to the fowl of the air, and every beast of the field. But for Adam there was none found to help meet for him. So basically, Adam got the problem. I need a mate. So God basically, then God, according to the next verse, verse, verse 221, God puts Adam in a deep sleep. The first, kind of the first surgery, first anesthesiologist. He had to do some surgery. Then he took a little bone out of the man, then made him have a woman. Then after God made him a woman, he kind of woke Adam up. As in verse 23 said, this is what Adam said. This now a bone of my bone, a flesh of my flesh. Shall be called a woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, shall cleave to it, and they shall be one flesh. They're both naked, and the man and wife are not ashamed. So basically, in that verse, basically the idea of marriage is procreation.